What is going on, guys? Noon here with MMO Player, bringing you guys a first look into Linkrealms, a new upcoming MMORPG that is currently in closed beta. Now, it did take me some time to get into the closed beta of this game, and if you guys are interested, you can sign up if you want, or there are founder packs available. But so far the game seems like they're inviting some players, and if you do want to get in, it takes a little bit of time, but it's not impossible. So you do not have to drop the money into getting the game. So getting right into the game, it has a very old school classic MMORPG feel to it, or style. Now the game, like I said, is currently in closed beta, and it's in no way complete. This is a first look into what the game already is, and the game still needs a lot of work, and I found quite a few problems with the game already, but overall I think it has potential, and it can bring a lot of nostalgia factor to people who have played RuneScape or some old school MMORPGs. Not saying it's exactly like RuneScape, but some things remind me of it. So getting right into the game, let's go ahead and move things over here. Now, getting right into the game, it's kind of has like a sandbox MMORPG feel to it, giving you the freedom to kind of play and level whatever class and stats you really want. Now, see, as you can see here, I have a staff, I have a sword, I have a bone club, which is pretty interesting, and we can switch them out whenever we want, which is pretty cool. But the kind of thing that bothers me a little bit is some of the layout and the interface of the game is very, very confusing and not very straightforward or explanatory. So for new players, it could be a little confusing. It did take a little playing around on my end to kind of figure these things out and kind of get used to the movement. The movement's a little wonky at times, along with the cursors, a little weird. But you do right-click to move, and that's about it. And that's how you utilize that to get into combat with other enemies and other things like that. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and move this. The bag, I'm not too big a fan of the bag. It's very cluttered and disorganized. There's definitely some better ways they can go about making an inventory for a bag for an MMORPG. This seems very, very sloppy or not well done. But whatever, it's in closed beta, I'll give them some slack. Hopefully there'll be some room for improvements in the future. So let's go ahead, and I really like magic, so we're gonna go ahead and have our staff. Let's go ahead and move over here, get out of the way of these enemies, and let's go ahead and select a spell. And oh, where'd it go? Select the spell over here, and it was working before, but now every time I select it, it just does not want to work on me. There we go, now it's finally working. So we got our wind blast up. We're gonna go ahead and cast it on the enemy over here, and there we go, it did 5 damage. So let's go ahead and select our skill once again, select the enemy, and use it. So as you can see, the magic is it's pretty interesting. But I wish there were some keybinds to the game as opposed to just clicking on a spell every time you wanted to use it. It's a little bit weird, and having all these different things up on your screen can make it feel a little cluttered at times, which I guess is kind of why they have the black space kind of going on over here, so you can utilize these different windows. But the kind of use of the black space is a little bit strange, and I think they can make better use of a lot of these different features. But like I said, being new, for new players in the game, ooh, we just closed it once again. Gosh, that's kind of annoying. But for new players, this game can be a little confusing. It's not well laid out just yet, but like I said, I think they're really trying to aim for a nostalgic feel for the game right now, and try to really make it appeal to people who have played the old school MMOs and other things like that. So it definitely does feel like that, but like I said, it does still need a lot of work. Oh, our spell failed, so let's go ahead and keep trying this. And hopefully we can take this guy out. He does have a little bit of health, but he's not attacking us, which is pretty good. So we can go ahead and just keep casting. And let's go ahead and let's do a might. Let's go ahead and see what this does. Kind of cool that we can use the magic right off the bat. Oh, our spell failed. Gosh, I hate that. Alright, so we gotta charge up our spell. Cast it on this guy. And it's failed again. Okay, I guess we'll just stick with the wind magic, because it seems like he's the only one that's going to be working on this guy. And there we go, we got Enlightenment up to level 2. I'm going to go ahead and assume that's probably passive stats for magic, which is not bad, pretty cool. You need at least 4 magic to cast this spell, so it seems like we kind of ran out of the wind spell. So, can we cast an Insight? Seems like we're charging up, we can go ahead and cast it, and our spell failed once again. Okay then, so I guess we're going to go ahead and switch over to a sword this time. We're going to go ahead and click on this guy. And, okay, what's going on? There we go, we killed him. We killed him with the sword. There was really no animation with the sword, which is kind of weird. I wish the animations could be a little bit better with the sword. I wasn't really too sure if I was hitting him or not, what was going on. Let's go ahead. Oh, there we go. There's the animation. So, like I said, a little bit wonky, a little bit of work, but I mean, the game does have potential. It's a little confusing, the interface is not the best by any means, but overall, I think it could be a game that could appeal to a lot of people. Now, the game is in closed beta, I'm going to give them some slack. There's a lot of room for improvement, and I'm sure they do plan to add a lot more to the game, along with improvements. So let's go ahead and turn in this quest for killing a guy. Ooh, we got a new weapon. That's cool. That's exciting. Let's go ahead and click this. Click that. Yes, we want a reward. And where does that go? Okay, right in here. Right in the midst of everything else. Alright, so Blink Wand. So let's go ahead and equip that and see what this does. Can we use magic with this? That'd be cool. Oh, I hate when I close that every time. Oh, there we go. We gotta equip it. Oh, that's kind of weird. So we can go ahead in peaceful mode, or we can go into war mode. So this kind of toggles us in and out of combat, which is interesting, I guess. But can we attack people with our wand, or is it just for magic? Oh no, we can attack them. We can attack them with that. So that's kind of cool. There we go. Seems like different weapons level different stats and other things like that. And you can kind of really do whatever you want in this game and kind of main and spec out with different gear any way you want. But I mean, overall, I mean, the game is kind of interesting. It needs a lot of work. It has potential, and so far, it's all right. It's an okay game. But if you guys want to check out this game, you can sign up for the closed beta and get some more details on the website. But if you do want to get it now, there are founder packs available. But if you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. But until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later.